Good afternoon and welcome to Mom in the Afternoon, where we're doing a kind of early show because I have some time commitments today in about 2 hours. And I wanted to take a shot at seeing how quickly, not necessarily how quickly, but how you can take a new tune through playing Risa. If you've got absolutely no history, let's say you've got nobody you can beg, borrow, or buy favors from, and you want to get yourself a nice vacation. So this is Klingon Regroot. This is an Ed tune for those of you who don't know my Ed tunes. Let's put that up there, right there. He's a Groot that Ed created. I don't play him very much. He is level 34, and that's about all we've got. I don't think he's ever been down before. Let's take a peek. We're about to find out, though, I think. Oh, this says there's 6 people watching. Don't you people have anything to do with your lives? Clearly I don't. I'm here doing this. All right, let me crank the game audio just a little bit. That's up there, and I want to be able to hear it, too, so let me fix my game audio. Just system volumes. I usually have this way low, but I'm going to turn it up a bit here. There we go. And yes, did I pick this specifically because it's almost 12:30? Yes, I did. All right. Let's beam on down.
Welcome to Risa. We're hosting a special festival, and you've arrived at the perfect time. Of course, every day is a perfect day on Risa. I'm the events coordinator, in charge of the special contest that can reward you a great prize. Come talk to me over by the resort, and I'll tell you how to participate. In the meantime, enjoy all that our planet has to offer. Get out there and fly.
All right, so we're going to get a favor if we go over and talk to this lady. So yes, I do know where all these things are, which does make life a little bit easier. Oops, so there's our first accolade on the boardwalk. Okay.
Get out there and fly.
We've accepted that. Completed. Yay. I've got an accolade. Good. Now, I can rent a floater, so I've got a little bit of money. Let's see what I've got for assets here. I've got about 38,000, so I'm not utterly broke, but not a ton. Floaters, I can rent one for 1,000 EC, and the cheapest one I can buy is 50, and a good one's 1,000. So let's see how long it takes us to earn the 50 to get a floater, because you know, and I know, that if we want to make any money, we are absolutely going to have a floater. Board is optional, floater isn't. But in the meantime, dance party's coming up, which is why I'm playing it right now. But let's see what we can do to make money in the meantime. We're going to go over to the promenade. Yeah, I'm cheating. If I was really a noob, I would run over there, but I know that it's there. So I'm going to assume that I've got a manual that tells me how to do everything. Is that all there? Okay. So I opened up my manual and it says, ooh, easy way to make money is come over here and talk to the aeronologist. And we're going to make ourselves a sandcastle. And I get 20 favors for doing that, so I'd really only have to do that 3 times to get enough for a cheap floater. All right. Yahoo! And yeah, these first ones are easy. Okay, damp sand would be over by the water. Okay. I'm noticing us lagging a little bit, so just bear with me. Right, got enough sand, and I will build a keep. Wow, that was it. I've got 20 credits plus my original one. I've got 21 credits. Mom's rich. Sorry, Groot's rich. Rich Groot. Let's see what's coming up. We've got a dance-off coming up in a few, and we can make some money then. Then we've got a Horgon hunt. So for the sake of doing something, I'm going to prove we can do something here. And we have a 15-minute cooldown. I got some time to do some exploring here. Try not to put myself in run mode here. Hunting for artifacts. Can you do it without a floater? Yes, you can. But we only have 4 minutes, and without the floater, that could be problematic. But just to prove we can do it as soon as we're done here, we will do Hunt for Artifacts after the dance party. You know what? This would really work better if I opened up my chats. There we go. There's chat. Yay. Apparently we are in an ad break, so yay. Oops. Normal running. It's vacation time. You don't have to run hard. Hi, Musin. All right, let's see what we've got back here in the bank. Just want to make sure we don't have anything here. So we have our 21 credits there, or sorry, favors, and absolutely nothing in the bank. So good, we can't cheat and do anything. Yeah, I know I can buy these, or I can buy favors, but they're kind of expensive right now. At about 20,000 each. I don't have that kind of money yet. Right, we have 2 minutes left on this scavenger hunt. And I could spend 1,000 EC to rent a floater for a few minutes, but that's not a really good use of my time or money. So we'll just wait it out here. So the things that we want to do to have a nice vacation is we want to get ourselves a fun floater, a fun board, each of those is around 1,000. We want to get ourselves an outfit. That's not too expensive. We need some favors for that. We want to see what we can do on those accolades. And let's set that up as our criteria. How fast, not how fast, but how we can get that done without necessarily just buying things off the exchange. God, I can't talk today. No, I haven't been drinking yet. In fact, I won't be drinking until I get home, which will be like midnight or something. For those of you who don't know, if you open up your Emotes tab there, and you pin it, and if you've never picked up any of the dances, you will have all the dances you need in the menu. This obviously we've got some extras. We've got awesome, balance, disco, smooth, unusual, and zombie. So those must be account unlocks. We're also carrying a gun, which is really boring. So let's go ahead and unequip our gun. I'm just curious, how much does a pair of shorts cost? $600 for outfits. Wow. 600 to 1,000 for outfits. Whoa. Oh, good. There's some in the 500. I thought there was a Lobby sale going on. Oh, it is Lobby sale. This is favors. Ooh, 10,000? Oh, 10,000 GPL for glasses. Okay. So we're going to need another 1,000 for something spiffy to wear. So 3,000 to 4,000 is our goal. That's probably not going to happen between now and 2:30 when I have to log out of here. But we'll do what we can. I mean, we're up to 21. That only takes us down to 3,979.
You can still seek out artifacts, but only for the standard payout.
Now, I know, and you know, that there's other things you can do here. There are accolades, there's things that go on all to get that master relaxer, and the big fix. A couple other accolades going on here. Not going to worry about a couple of them because that's not going to happen easily. Welcome on, dance party people. Good, people are starting to show up. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's going to be easy looking into his face with the sun behind him. We'll just stare at the back of his head. Come on, dance party lady, we want a party. Got another minute though. I think of all the things we need, the floater is our best initial investment because it makes everything else easier, and it's not that expensive at $50. Let's see how much we earn. How much is a better floater? Probably 500, right? So they start at 50 and then they jump to 500. So definitely going to start with the 50. Unless we have like 4 choo-choos in this. I love how all the vacationers come out here and just stiffly walk into position. We're going to do this, but we're not going to enjoy it. Snake, there we go.
Just Dance.
And for those of you who don't know, Just Dance is mix. And I'm sure most of you know that.
Wave your hands.
Ooh, we got 10 favors. We're up to 31. Woohoo! I can see that floater in our future.
Do the running man. Do the sidestep.
Wasn't Just Dance any dance you can do that you're not already doing? No, it's mix.
Raise the roof.
Nope. So what I'll do the next time it comes up is we've got the tracker up here under Dance Party. And if you're right, then I will be wrong.
Just Dance.
Okay, so that's Just Dance. I'm going to click on Leg Kick, and you'll see the counter didn't change from 3 to 5. But if I click on Mix, it goes to 4. So yeah, it definitely is mix.
Dance club style.
Woo, another 15, so that's 31. We're up to 46. I can see that floater. It's 4 favors away.
Do the snake. Do the leg kick.
And is that the Green Ranger? Nah, it's just that green wetsuit. But it does look like he's gone for a Green Ranger look.
Do the running man.
I think that's actually a default color. Yes, 10 minutes of exciting Star Trek Online adventure while Mom clicks things. Woohoo!
Do the snake. Raise the roof. Do the robot.
Good afternoon, Chris. I can switch. I'm switched over.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, since I'm trying to see if what we can do to get this tune to have stuff without my giving him stuff from my other accounts. Okay, we're up to 25, so that means we now have enough to get the cheap floater, which is going to be our investment. First investment.
Wait, you mean like for the Risa event, right? Not
Yeah.
just for the entire team.
No, just for Risa.
Do the running man.
Because a lot of times I'll bring a new tune here and I've got enough favors I can just buy them everything they need. So then they just have to do it. But I thought, not everybody has got that, or in this case, I've only got 38,000 EC. I could buy
Just
2
dance.
favors. That's not enough. So
Favors
for
at that.
yeah, favors going for about
Expensive
20,000.
Do you think it means what you think it means?
Okay, Musin, if you're going to be here, you can only talk Star Trek Online, no Dune.
Do the robot.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the Princess Bride.
Yes, I know that was the Princess Bride. I'm very aware of my Princess Bride, though I don't think Chris is aware of Princess Bride. Chris, you don't like Princess Bride, correct? Or is that somebody else who doesn't like it?
I don't know what I don't know what it is. It's a movie or
Yeah,
something.
yes, it's a movie from 30 plus years ago. Hold on, how old is my? It's a movie from 1987, 88.
And it wasn't made for
Raise the
us.
roof.
It was made for the director's child or something.
Well, the
wasn't it? Or the writer's child?
Yeah, the writer. The writer wrote the book for his child,
Yeah.
but it's actually a
Yeah.
pretty funny book if you go back and read it. I think it's William Goldman.
Sidestep.
And it became a book on its
Yeah.
own. I mean, a story. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
the
but it's
Great
not a
Western
kid's
University.
book. Do not think it's a kid's book, because it's not.
No.
Why would he write it
No.
to his kids if it's not a kid's book?
Well, all I'm going to tell you is if you watch the movie, you can see the framing device, the way they did that. The grandson is sick, and grandpa comes to read the book to the child. It's a fairy story, and like a lot of fairy tales, it has a dark side to it.
Okay.
But in the end,
Do the leg kick.
it's very good, and it's actually beautifully done. They've talked about redoing it, and everybody, writers, actors, directors, have been, no! It's a perfectly done movie. It's not perfect, but it's an extremely well done movie, and you cannot
Do the
redo it.
snake.
There's no way to recapture
mean,
that.
Everything that's been done will eventually get remade anyway. So
It's going to be super hard to redo this one.
They
It
did-
has a
it's
young
hard, like-
Wallace Shaw in there.
He wasn't that young.
Wave your hand.
A younger
Compared
Wallace
to,
Shaw. It has Carrie Elways, Robin Wright, Andre the Giant, Mandy
Yeah.
Patinkin. Mandy Patinkin's great in it.
Where is
Do
that
the
from?
robot.
I think everybody's great.
Is Christopher
Like, there's
Guest
not
is,
a, yeah, there's not a single person cast wrong.
and
Where's that
The
from?
roof.
Billy Crystal's in it.
Hello?
Hello.
I asked what year is it from?
I said that 87, 88, somewhere in that.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
my bad.
Okay.
I was pregnant, and I saw it on New Year's Eve,
87.
98. Yeah, 88. Yeah,
It's
I saw it on New
87
Year's-
and it's as old as I am.
Yep, it's
Literally.
if you get a chance to watch it, it's wonderful.
Do the robot.
it didn't release in my country until almost a year later.
Things were different then.
I mean, they didn't release The Little Mermaid in my country until 1995, so,
The original one, or
Side
I hope they didn't
No,
release
they-
the new one at
98
all.
No, I mean the 1981. Well, they did release them, the new one was in cinemas.
Um,
Do the snake.
it didn't come out in my country until October 13th of the next year,
89?
which is almost 88,
88, okay.
because the movie's from 87.
Okay, so about a year later, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not that far-fetched, it's... Sometimes things even come out later by a year today here, so I wouldn't be surprised. It's not that strange.
But some of the phrases we drop in conversation all the time are from the movie.
Robot.
my entry clip was from the movie.
Mm-hmm. Hello, my Starlight, and thank you for the 3-stream streak. I appreciate that.
Oh my god, I keep yawning.
So I wonder when we're getting the worm.
The word?
The leg kick.
The worm.
The worm. Oh, for the dance?
You know, for the dances.
Yeah, we'll probably
I'd
get
love-
that. All right,
love-
so
I'd love to see everybody wiggle on the floor.
I now have 121 marks, and I think it's worth spending 121 favors. And I think it's really important to spend 50 favors to at least get a base floater. I don't necessarily
yeah.
need the board, but I really want that floater.
Well, and if this is all you do to
If
get your
That
favors
film had
and your...
great Vegas.
Yes,
Absolutely. See, we'll get
the iocane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is such a head scratcher scene.
Hey, it's Board King. Hi, Board King. Happy 4th.
I don't know what you need, and frankly, I don't care.
Get out there and fly.
Okay, then we're not going to that nebula, Madam Janeway.
Hello.
We're
Hello, Board King. All right, so we spent
gonna-
50 favors. We're down to 71, but we picked up Flying High, so we can pick up a few more.
My goodness, Robin Wright is almost unrecognizable in this one. I could never tell it's her.
I know. Princess Buttercup.
I mean, it's incredible that like she's still considered a beautiful woman today, even like I don't know, she's in what? It's coming up to her 60s, I think.
Oh, yeah, gotta be.
Who's this?
Robin Wright.
She's 59 years old exactly. And she
Um,
looks amazing.
Princess
and
Buttercup?
Yeah, Princess Buttercup, exactly.
Like yeah, she looks incredible, but like I would not connect the dots between her and the Princess Bride and her today.
And Forrest
I
Gump.
don't know why.
Oh, she wasn't. That's right, she wasn't Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
Oh.
she
She was
played
in House
Jen
of
A.
Cards as well, and she played in the Wonder Woman, the first one. Loved her
Wait.
there.
Oh, who'd she play in Wonder Woman?
Antiope, I think. Let me see. No, Hippolyta. No, wait, that was Connie Nielsen. What? Wait, Robin Wright. Oh, fuck! Crying out loud! She's the only uncredited person on Google. Like, what the? I mean, she says Robin Wright, no name. Like, what?
Go to
And,
IMDb.
Robin Wright Grant Antiope, and Antiope. Who she was? To Wonder Woman. She was a trainer, I think. She had the biggest bond with. And she was like Wonder Woman's aunt, I think. She was a general of the Amazons,
Oh,
sister
okay,
to
okay.
Hippolyta, and aunt of Diana.
Probably
I
only
think
had
she-
like a brief thing,
Yeah,
right?
she dies at the very beginning of the film. Not the beginning, but like very early into the film, during the. I think it's.
She's the She's
World
the
War
one
One
training
people. Yeah,
training Wonder Woman when she's a kid, right?
yeah, she starts to train her. She's the general of the Amazon army, and she's training almost everyone. And she also trains Diana. So everything Diana knows is strictly uh from her, and like when Antiope dies in Diana's arms, technically. So yeah, at least according to Wonder Woman's
That secluded beach is a favorite
lore.
spot for
But
hikers
that was
who
also
wanna
in the
get away
movie.
from
So,
the populated areas.
Ooh.
but yeah, could never connect the dots. Wow, Mr. Carrie Elvis, a completely
Yep.
unknown name. Like I don't think I would
I think
like
that was
recognize in
one of
modern
his
day
first
with
movies.
Wait, which one?
Carrie Elwes from Princess Bride.
Yeah, what about him?
That was like one of his first movies, right?
Honestly, don't recognize the name completely. Like what?
I heard
Did
that
he?
Robin Wright was also in the 2005 Dukes of Hazzard movie.
No, really?
I I read I heard that she was the cop when oh, this it was like near the scene of the courthouse where when they when Daisy Duke, Jessica Simpson, comes out, she tries to impress the guards with her body, and that policewoman that comes out goes, "Okay, you need to go away. You can't have any of that." Apparently, that was
Oh,
Robin Wright, from what
Wow.
I heard.
Well,
oh wow.
another movie I've never seen, so. As I
She was in
chastise.
Santa Barbara?
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, Santa Barbara's
Apparently.
very nice. I have family who live out there.
Oh, that's nice. She was in a 2018 film of Andre the Giant. And she's actually met Andre, so.
Of course she
Yeah.
had. Duh.
Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Bridges are actually a natural
How many movies about people get made by people who've never met those?
Yeah, but people who knew Andre the
yeah.
Giant loved him.
I mean, I think everyone thought that there was a huge tension on the scenes of like Silence of the Lambs between Anthony Hopkins and what's her name?
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster, and they actually never seen each other on set. They weren't playing off each other when the camera was showing
Oh.
each of their faces. They were completely not against each other.
Wow, that's
They didn't see
interesting.
each other then.
That's just that's the same thing with
She keeps
James
talking
Earl
about this, and people
Jones.
completely
James
forgot
Earl
about it.
Jones and
Carrie
Carrie
Fisher.
Fisher never met each other until the Big Bang Theory
I
episode.
know, that was so funny.
Yeah, they were in the same movie. Technically, he was Vader, and like, well, he was just overdubbing.
Right. But he
What's the name
wasn't
of the actual actor?
David Prowse.
There was
David Prowse,
there was four actors that played Vader.
yeah, and like
You had
none of
Prowse,
them the
Mhm.
voice
Yeah.
used.
you had Prowse, Jones,
Mm-hmm.
Shaw, and then the stunt double.
Well, technically, wouldn't Hayden Christensen also be playing him?
No, I mean during the
Ah.
Jedi.
Oh, during Jedi. Okay.
Yeah.
During the good stuff.
Yeah, during the good stuff.
So, actually, Robin Wright's first thing that I can find that she's credited for is actually Santa Barbara.
Oh, the series?
Yeah.
Wow, that is old. Let's see, we've got 4 minutes till the Horgon hunts, so let's...
I've never done the Horgon hunt before.
And you claim to play Star Trek Online.
I never do Risa.
Fine,
I
that
just
way.
thought I-
All the more Horgons for me, I don't care.
Well, I'm at Risa now, so I don't have money right now because I just spent it all on rent.
I thought you meant Risa money.
You-
Yeah, rent was fun
Yeah.
this month. All right, we're going to do castles again because while we're waiting for other stuff, that'll give
So
me another 20.
how do you do Horgon hunt?
Well, do you have a floater?
Getting there. I mean,
Okay, once you get a floater,
well, it doesn't start for another 3 minutes.
right, so it gives you time to get a floater.
Although I may need, I don't know how much they are.
Floaters, a good one is 1,000 favors. But for the purpose, if you're only doing one character, you don't need a super great floater.
You don't need a better floater than just any floater,
Tech-
because you can make the entire Flying High mission in time with that.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Technically,
want,
you can do Horgon Hunt on the ground if you're really good.
Yeah, I'm not that good.
It takes a lot of running, and it takes knowing where everything is. So once you say, I want to do the Horgon Hunt, and you accept it, your mini-map is going to show you where all the Horgons are. You need to get 10 of them, but there's a bunch. And it's not a matter of whoever gets there first, because even if there's 3 or 4 people there at the same time, you will get it.
Flying High is not a contest either.
Yeah. Oh, I don't care if there's a monkey trying to come over. I'm going to beat your butt, little monkey. Shoot, go away. Go away.
Thing of what?
Monkey
Like
butt,
that?
what?
That definitely goes under some sort of directive.
Wait, what about monkey butt? What?
So one of the
There was
things
a
you can
monkey.
do, yeah, you can build sandcastles for like 20 credits, 20 favors is the prize.
But of course, they have to add a little bit of factor if there's a little monkey that's going to come and kick it.
Okay, so once you pick up your
I
floater,
just need to do a daily. That's all I needed to do.
Flying High is a good daily, but Horgon Hunt is a
Fast
good one
and
too.
painless.
Mm-hmm. But since I've got a basic
Okay.
floater right now, this will be one of the slower Horgon Hunts.
Yeah, I got one of the basic ones too. I'm using my Klingon to honor the Klingon who passed away back in June.
Who passed away in June?
So in Star Trek Enterprise, the Chancellor of the Klingon Empire passed
Yeah.
away. The actor.
The actor who played him, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Sovereign.
It's funny because I was watching Star Trek Enterprise Broken Bow just today.
Well,
Borg King, what
And I didn't even know
instance are you in?
20.
20 am I? Oh, am I in 20? I'm in 20. Okay, cool.
I'm flying high above the thing.
Well, that doesn't help.
Right
how
now.
are those windows on this
I'm just
ship? What
flying around.
is this?
Okay, so I am down by the starting point where you beam in.
Okay, I'm just flying around right now, just waiting
Okay.
for the.
Because about where I am, there's going to be one of 2 locations. So there's actually 2 maps for the Horgon Hunt. You'll get one of the 2, and I don't know which one you're
Okay,
on.
no. You said you're on. You're at the beaming point, right?
Yeah, well, just so if you look to your left, is that you right there? Yep, that's you. Do you see me? I just marked you. See where I am?
Hold on, I'm accepting this thingamajig.
Well,
Okay, I see you.
okay. So let me accept that.
A little
I don't
guy.
know if we'll still be on the same map. Yeah, I'm a little guy. So I'm going to follow my mini-map, and
You kind of look like Groot in a suit.
yes, it is. This is Klingon Regroot. So my first...
Groot.
Yeah,
Okay.
Regroot. So my first Horgon is over here. You should see it on your mini-map. Do you have it here as well?
Nope. Well,
Okay.
I wait. Wait, hold on. Okay. I think.
Okay, well, we'll see if you can pick it
Okay.
up. You should see the yellow circle. So do you see a
Okay, where
yellow
do I-
circle right here?
Fun. People are in the way.
So you got it, right?
I got Luna to favor.
Okay, save them and come with me. Since I have a basic floater too, I won't go faster than you. And we have plenty
I
of
still
time.
like our community name for the favors better.
Which is that?
Walnuts.
Yeah, everybody calls them walnuts. So we're going to go back here behind the resort.
Now there's an idea to pitch.
Hades Gamers rating with a party of 6. Hi there. So the second one's right over here.
Right?
How are you
Got
guys
that one.
doing? Happy 4th to those of you who are celebrating the 4th. Now we'll go up here to the top of this hill. We're doing good today, thank you so much. Hi, Doom Turtle. I'm taking a toon who's never been through Risa. I'm trying to get them enough Lalanaut favors to be able to buy some decent toys before I have to leave us at 2:30 to go make a phone call. So here's the third one. There's a bunch of them.
Over there.
So,
Yeah,
I just thought of a great April 1st event.
yeah.
They do an event with a transwarp. It takes you to Risa, and for a day you can earn Lalanaut favors.
I like that. All right. So see this first really big rock here, Borking?
Yeah.
It's on the far side of this rock. Down on the ground.
I see it.
As I said, there's a lot of them. These are just one map or one route that I like to use.
Got it.
Then
Let's see, which one is the
I-
next one?
I think the reward should be like
Before we do anything else, Board King, come over here to the party. See where the big fire pit is?
Yeah. I usually get those later.
Well, it's here right now.
What about the party?
Well, if you accept the party invitation, you'll get the accolade unauthorized beach party. And now we're going to go behind these.
Did not
Oh.
get an. I did not get an invite to the party. Apparently,
It didn't come up saying party?
no.
Oh, well then you might already have it. Even though
No. This is a new character.
That's
This is part of the
interesting.
Klingon recruit event.
it's not a whole window mission pub.
No, yeah, it just says if you drop
Yeah,
in there.
I know.
Okay, there's another one hiding back here in these trees. You may have to touch
Got it.
down from your floater to get the accolade, but if you don't
I'm
care,
not too worried about.
okay,
I'm not too worried about it. I just want to get the daily done.
okay.
A
well,
daily done.
I think that's it.
thank you. I'm going to enjoy the fireworks, even though they are 10 hours away. Whoops. We're going to go to the far side of this peninsula thing here.
I've actually come up with the event reward for participating in an April 1st event on Risa.
Which is
The Audio Artigianale, which will be
And they're
like
doing their workout
the,
up here.
pardon?
which will be a book like the Rules of
No
Acquisition.
Klingons. I was looking for Klingons to see if they're working out.
No, it's the wrong time.
Where'd you go? You disappeared on me.
Okay. If you will look to your west, you should see me.
West.
Over. Up a little. Look to your right now. On your right, slightly behind you. See me now?
Okay, there you are. Yep.
Okay, we're going over to where these trees are.
Yeah. So, like the Rules of Acquisition, but every time you click it, it will do additional audio sounds.
Do we get to keep it and do it whenever we want to?
Well, that's the idea. Making an April 1st event that we can earn access to it, that we can
Got it.
click on the thing all year round.
It won't let me take it. Okay.
Not actually experience it in every map, but
Rule of
just having
acquisition
access to the voice
401.
lines.
This is a joke. That's the rule.
There's another one right over here.
I came up with my own rule of acquisition. Rule of acquisition 287. Always honor Nog. Always honor the
Yeah,
memory of
absolutely. Now we're going to go up on the top of this prominence here.
I think this is the last one I need anyway, so.
This should be 9.
No.
You got
this is
10?
10.
Oh, how'd you pick up an extra one?
At least I thought. Oh, no, it is 9. Okay.
Okay.
I can't read without my glasses.
Yeah, well, that's how I am too.
My 8s and 9s look the same.
Yep, my 6s and 8s look the same. So the
Yeah, that
last
too.
one we're going to go for is, we're going to go to there's a little valley over here. Yeah,
So how many can you pick up? Like as many
10.
as you want, or
It's 10. At 10 you get the prize. But there are, I think, 15 or 16 on each map. And this will be the last one over here at the top of this little valley thing.
I'd amend that rule of acquisition. Always honor Nog, especially during Christmas.
Just always honor Nog. Just always. Always, always, always.
return to.
It should come up there and allow you to just turn everything in as a default.
Yeah.
Or you can
Okay.
click over on the little symbol and he should pop up.
No, I just went over to my mission area.
All right. So let's see where this tune is. This tune is now up to 241, so not quite up to a new outfit or a faster jetpack.
I was on my one of my other tunes earlier
Mm-hmm.
today,
Yes.
and I got a tier 6 Infinity lockbox ship.
Oh, excellent!
I never get those.
Well,
I only-
congratulations.
I usually just get it like a tier 5.
Yeah, we were talking about tier
Any
5s.
idea what you're gonna get yet?
No, I haven't decided yet.
All right.
So I don't think
There's
I
a
can
lot
get
of
any of the new
choice.
ships, can I? That were added.
No, generally not out of Infinity. I don't think.
No, that's what the well, that's what if you have
No.
the prize voucher from the event.
Well, it
Yeah. It's
So I
only
can get-
the event one that restricts you to ships that are like a year or
2 years old or something like that.
If you actually drop one, it's up to the latest ship.
Ooh, I still have 4 minutes there. What can I do to make some money in the meantime? Can't play Sandcastles. Probably can't play Flying High again. I feel very Ferengi right now.
Treasure hunt?
Well, that's going to come up in 13 minutes. Oh, that actually is a great idea. So let's go do Treasure Hunt. Because that'll take a few
Biathlon.
minutes.
What's the biathlon?
Well, you ride your board for half of it, then you jump onto your floater and you do the rest. So part of it's as a board race and part of it's a floater race. It's pretty fun. The transition from board to floater, though, takes a little bit of practice or not caring about winning it. If you don't care, you just get off it, get the other one, and go.
There's a bunch of how can I help you?
All right, so
Yeah, because these have set locations as well.
right. Well, I went east and it's not east. That means it's got to be on that line right there. Let's just confirm that. Ooh, no, I am wrong. What's that line?
This is why I go to the middle of the volcano, and up there I do my
can
initial
do that, but you-
quadrant scan.
You can do it that way. This way works too.
Because I figure out what quadrant it is in from the middle, and then work my way down from the volcano.
I take 2 reference points. So from your first, after you initialize it, the first one you do, it's going to be on one of those 2 exterior lines. One of the 2. The thing is, let's say you go due east and it's splitting the difference between northeast and southeast. Well, that doesn't help you. So then I'll pick one of the 2 and go 90 degrees south or 90 degrees north, and it'll tell me that I'm further or closer. And then I just kind of eyeball it. What's a straight line from the focal point?
The event, when does Risa end?
It ends on July 31st. It is a month-long event.
Found it.
Okay.
Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
Pi says, holy sheet, we have been doing this for many years. Do you realize next month we'll make it 6 years we've been live streaming this, Pi? 6 months. Sorry, 6 years we've been live
6
streaming.
years. Oh my
6
God.
years.
Wow.
6 months is a lot.
6 months is a lot. 6 years is a lot longer. 71 months Pi has been subscribed, which actually means maybe we've been doing it longer than that. Because I don't know if you subscribe from the get-go. So we're going to go
Yes,
turn
that
this...
would be around the time that I came back from a long break.
Pi says he subbed the day we got affiliated, which makes sense. I don't know when we got affiliated, though. Can't believe we didn't start doing this till 2019, though.
71 months ago.
Well done. Well
All right, so that got me another 20, which is not very exciting, but it's better than nothing. And
Too bad we don't actually get a Horgon.
Yeah.
yeah, I would love a Horgon. I actually tried to find a Horgon for our last booth, and I could find like little 4-inch Horgons, and I'm like, no. I want like a 3-foot tall Horgon to put at the booth. Let's see if we can do this yet. No, we have 24 seconds. We can wait the 24 seconds. We have been doing it a long time. So, Sarah in 1992 says, afternoon all was at the store. I'm home now. I'm glad you're home now. Always good to be home. There we go. We can make another sandcastle. Woohoo!
I don't like sand.
It's scratchy. It gets in everything.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, script writing at its finest. There's a Horgon pet in-game for 100 favors. There you go. Hi, Ugly Hogs.
Where do you get that at?
Probably the event store.
Let me see.
Well, that doesn't help me. Yeah, there's a non-combat pet in the event store.
How do you do a Horgon pet? Isn't that a piece of wood?
Yeah, it just appears. Oh, way back there. No wonder I'm just confused. Just summon it and it sits there. The story of my life. Go get some dinner, Pi. I'm going to be on till 2:30, so another hour and a half. And then I have a couple of things I need to do today. I took the dogs out for a relatively long walk. And they're like,
$400.
what?
Gee. A Horgon.
No, 100 favors.
No, he was looking at a real Horgon.
Oh, no. No way. What time is the party? Well, the party's going to be in 2 sections, Pi. First one is going to be my time, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then the second one will be 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. That gives me some
When
time.
is this?
Tomorrow. I've got 2 parties, so everybody should have a chance to come in and play.
10 a.m. What time would that? That would be
Like noon to 5 your time and 7 to midnight. No, hold, the other way around. Let's see. 10 my time is like 8 your time. Your Mountain Standard or your Pacific?
Okay.
And-
Yeah, it's like 11:07 right now. My time. It's 11 o'clock
Okay.
right now.
So we would be in a
Oh.
party at this time tomorrow. We'd be halfway through the party, first party,
Okay.
at this time tomorrow. All right. Do we need to get some sticks? There's some sticks, and we'll put up a banner.
So they don't have any combat pets, kind of.
No, there's no. Unless you pick it up and throw it at somebody, it's not going to be a combat pet.
So if you look up the Horgon with the keyword I left in Discord for you, you will actually get a 1-to-1 replica statue with a certificate of authenticity and stuff. It's the collector's item, Horgon.
Authenticity. It didn't really come from Risa, though. Pi, I'm on EST now, which is New
No,
York time.
but it's official merchandise.
I was actually looking at Etsy because they were making little miniature Horgons on Etsy.
Here, someone could make you one for like $400.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we were running into, like $400. So we have an artifact hunt starting in about 6 minutes, but I picked one up. So let's see if we can do a flying high.
You get out there and fly.
Oh,
Okay, what have we got today? On our little putt, 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 putt. We are up to 281. We are not making a fortune on these yet. And the question is, do I just get an upgrade to a 500 credit, or sorry, 500 favor floater, or wait for the 1,000? I'm thinking wait for the 1,000.
for the $400, it comes in a nice box, and
Dang, I'd hope
was just
so.
that was just the first one, right? And it's because of, like, I guess they're already sold out in the official store that they're that expensive.
Wow. Pi, if you are correct, it is now 7:09 your time. Is that correct? Did I miss that one? Yeah, I missed that one. Didn't quite go low enough. It is 1:09 in the afternoon here in scenic Indianapolis.
Well, are you counting him?
Pardon?
Are you counting number of, what was it? Scenic routes?
Say that again?
I'm trying to catch up. I was reading something and...
Oh, no. Pi and I were just discussing time differentials between Pi in Denmark and me here.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that far-fetched from Denmark, but yeah.
I is at the same time as I am.
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, Indiana is split between Eastern Standard and Central Standard Time because gosh knows we can't possibly get the entire state on one time. So when I went up to
Entire
visit,
country.
yeah, I went up to visit
Then again, it would be
JB.
impacted.
Ooh, I'm slowly getting
Oh.
all these accolades.
If they do that for one state, you have to do it for all the states,
No,
and that's gonna make some very squiggly timelines in the U.S.
Yeah, like imagine a state like, oh, no, that wouldn't be workable. Like,
No, but the time zones are like straight lines across the globe. If
Yeah.
they start
well, not always. Sometimes
facilitating
they're very weird.
on certain sections,
There are a few that are completely bonkers and weird and completely random. Like, what the hell what were they thinking?
Sarah, in
But yeah,
Indiana,
overall they're usually more vertical.
we were talking about the fact that Indiana has a weird time zone in that half the state's EST, half it's CST. I'm in Indianapolis, so it's 1 o'clock here. I went to visit JB last week to have a coffee. He's up a little bit north of me, and he's an hour earlier. Yeah.
I think there's a
That's
town
weird.
in like North Dakota or South Dakota that's like that.
Yeah, but that's because
Divided.
they're in North or
Bismarck,
South Dakota.
Bismarck.
Yeah, because they
Bismarck,
like to
that's
be
what it is.
pains in the butt. I've been to North Dakota.
Oh yeah, they did it deliberately to annoy people.
Well, I'm sure they did. Oh, you're in
as
Fort
soon
Wayne?
as you-
Sweet.
as soon as you start naming things in wind directions and you have a north and a south and an east and a west, they're always going to compete with each other.
Having any alternative when they will not.
When there's no north, south, east, or west, when there's just the one group that's all together.
Let's see. I have not been to Fort Wayne for like 2 years, Sarah, and I was going to move up there. I was hoping to get a job with Games Workshop up there, but that did not happen. I was very sad.
Oh,
I was very
I
sad.
think you do great at the Games Workshop.
I think I
You
would be
actually,
great too. They have a
you
nice one
actually
there.
know about Warhammer.
Yes, I do know about Warhammer. That's why I was applying for it.
You-
Admittedly, it's tough to do Warhammer in this multiple genre, so one would have to get sacrificed. But I love Warhammer.
Get out there and fly.
sir, and we'll be right back.
Games Workshop employee who knew nothing of Warhammer itself.
It's not a requirement, which is really interesting. But
Nothing of Warhammer I felt it exists, so.
I mean, they knew their product line.
Yep.
Right? So if somebody was looking for a specific named product, he could tell you if it was there.
Right, or if you have
But
to...
lore-wise, nothing.
I'm always floored by my son. He knows the lore. All the stuff.
Impressive.
Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40,000. 40,000 is my thing. With a strong focus on either Caiaphas Cain, who I love and adore, or on Horus Heresies. And I really love Garbiel Loken. He is my favorite character next to Caiaphas Cain. So there are two characters in not Forged in Fire, not Operation Wolf. What's the other good ground mission? The one with Beverly.
47?
No, the one with Beverly. Ground TFO.
That's a TFO? Birdcage?
Birdcage, yes. So those two ending creatures, you have to fight the lieutenants.
For a limited time only,
Yeah.
I'll be awarding bonus favors.
They're actually, in my opinion, a take on the Either and the Or, the twins from Warhammer.
So I actually love the fact that I changed up my build recently.
Mm-hmm.
Those two become so squishy when you equip Resistance is Futile and you do a singular damage type, which is not physical or kinetic. You can really stack up the damage against them. So you know how we did the electric build with...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that, and then bring Resistance is Futile to hit those two with. If a whole 5-man team does it, those two melt.
But they didn't last long, whoever we were with, and the last time we did a pug on it, it was really fun. Since I can't do the scavenger hunt for a few more minutes, I'm working on the birds.
Ah, yes.
For which this very slow
all the
putt-putt machine works
accolades.
very well, yeah.
Yeah. Also, there's the treasure hunt accolade is kind of a...
That one takes a
doozy,
while.
'cause yeah.
That takes a lot of repetition. There's one.
Mm.
I actually like this. I like that they have the view, and it changes a little bit. So if you are walking around at that particular moment down on the ground, I would be able to see you in my vision.
You know you can cheese the treasure hunt.
Cheese it?
So, yeah. So you accept the mission,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go find your treasures, and instead of turning it in, you abandon the mission, and you start it over.
Yeah, but I want to get the points. I'm there for the points more than the accolade.
Okay, but that's the quicker way of doing the accolade, because then you don't have to wait for the cooldown every time.
But you don't get the points.
No, but you get the accolade, which is a different kind of hunt.
That's true. And it's a valid hunt, just not the one I'm doing at this moment. I assume that this will come up and tell me when I'm eligible. Oh, I can see the bird perfectly from here.
So
So does
red.
this hollow ship actually fly? 'Cause
Yes, the hollow ship actually flies.
it looks like it just sits there in the water.
It just sits there in the water now. From the movie.
I know, from Insurrection.
Somebody bought it out on day one and said it was fairly fun.
It's got a gimmick,
It does have a
right?
gimmick.
With the hologram, with the holograms, but
Nothing wrong with the gimmick here and there.
Now, are the holograms incomplete?
Ooh, we're being a purist, aren't we?
Hey, I couldn't resist saying that.
well, if you have to believe the movie, yes.
It's gonna
Yeah, 'cause
sputter.
they noticed they were on the holodeck, the sonar.
Yes, but They didn't figure it out
After a while.
immediately.
After a while.
Yeah, but it was visually represented as an incomplete hologram. So
Well, not at the beginning, but then it started doing the sputtery thing after they took some
No.
damage or something. Didn't
No,
it sputter in one
no.
corner?
No.
no,
when,
he shot the corner.
Shot the corner. That was it. Thank you.
So it was
Yeah.
actually when Data and Picard went on the holographic ship first, they noticed it was incomplete.
All right, I need to go hunt some artifacts now.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of how can I...
Can't speak for anybody else, but I can't do this for the first parts in the air. Okay, heading east. It is east, and there's only one line that's going to line up there. That line right there.
No, it actually pays off to memorize the locations
Oh yeah, no kidding.
because they spawn in fixed points.
Right, that's why I can just take a bearing, maybe take 1 or 2 measurements, take a bearing, and I pretty much know where I'm going. I think it's going to be this beach here, but the reality is there's 2 points right behind it that it could also be. Let's see, we're up to 331, so we're a third of the way to a good floater.
You should be able to buy low note or whatever the hell they're called, the favors, with our gold press platinum.
That would be nice. Ooh, I overshot it.
Because you can buy gold press platinum with your favors.
That's true.
Makes no sense.
Did I miss that one? I missed that one. There isn't one over there,
Yeah.
though.
They should turn that around.
I just want to burn my gold press platinum. Thank you very much. That's interesting.
Yeah, I doubt there's anyone who turns in their favors for Latinum. Because you get more when you sell them for energy credit. So that should actually be the other way around.
Oh, I did overshoot it. I forgot there was this one over here. My bad.
I don't want to wear a beachwear separate.
And
That's
for anybody who wants to make it easier, there is actually a map with all the possible
yeah.
locations.
Yeah, if you don't know it and you don't want to
Like
spend all
Mark.
this time.
Yeah.
You found it! Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
Okay, there it is.
Well done. Well, how can I help you?
Okay. Oh, that only brings us 50 now. 381. All right, let's keep looking for birds, which I realize doesn't bring me any money, but can't go back to flying high yet. Can't build a sandcastle yet, so we'll go on with the bird hunt. Is there a bird around here? Maybe it's over there. I wish they'd make this map bigger. I love Risa. Obviously. Oh, there's a bird right there. I knew there was one back here someplace.
So do people even go to the classic beach?
Yeah,
resorts?
they do. They do parties over there. There's not much there, though. I mean, there's a couple of places that you can hang out, But mostly you're in the sun. There's not a lot of shade. There's not a lot to do. But some of the DJs will have their dance parties over there. Is that a bird up there? Am I just seeing the outline of a bird up there in the shade? Yeah.
Yep.
There it is.
Somebody cue that Boyd.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
I have another 7 degrees of Star Trek for you.
Okay.
What is the connection between Star Trek, Voyager,
Okay.
and probably Next Generation, and the movie Annie?
Well, Patrick Stewart played Daddy Warbucks on stage once.
no.
Does that count?
No.
He
The
did.
movie Annie.
Okay, the movie Annie.
The movie Annie.
That is a good question.
Which
I need to-
one? The
Who?
1982 Annie? Or
Yes.
the 2014 Annie?
No, the 82, the original Annie. The Annie I like. The only Annie I have a crush on. I had a crush on little Annie when I was a kid.
Wasn't the person who played... What's her name? Yeah.
It wasn't, okay, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
It wasn't a female.
Oh. Wow. That's Voyager. That's a good one.
If you need another hint, let me know. I got another hint for you.
I have not seen that movie since it came out, so I have to do something. But Voyager and possibly TNG. So there's not a lot of overlap in those. Cole Meany, Michael Dorn, and it's not.
It's not a main character.
Oh, wow. Then yeah, I'm definitely going to need a hint. Good, I'm inside that rock.
Yeah, this actor also played in Friends.
Oh, that doesn't help me at all. I've seen one episode of Friends. Which was funny. It's just, just not something I'd ever bother watching. Hi there, Lolo.
Oh, well, I know he was in other movies. Let's see.
Let's see. For those of you out there in television land, you can play the game along with us. Let's see. Wasn't a main character, wasn't a female. Was in the movies. I'm not cheating looking at IMDb, so that's... I'm going to need another clue. I really have no idea.
Let's see. I'm trying to find, let's see. Trying to see things like you might know him in. I don't even know him in most of anything. He was in a Vegas Vacation.
Which I have seen. I have no clue. Without cheating and looking, I have no clue.
Okay. He was also in Home Alone, the first one.
I'm going to admit I've never seen Home Alone.
Oh my goodness! I thought everyone saw Home Alone.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Hang on, I'm going to have to... I'm going to
You
cheat.
ever watch Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
He was in Pretty Woman.
Oh, No, that's too obscure of a...
He didn't have, from what I'm looking at, like, he didn't really have big parts in, like, these movies. He had, like, small parts, but it was like...
I'm trying to think of an actor I can think of.
Trying to see
goodness.
if there's.
You might have to give me that one because I am not thinking of it, and I'm even looking at the cast going, no, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Larry Hankin.
Oh my God, that's obscure. You
Oh,
win for
he was also in Armed and Dangerous.
You can still seek out artifacts, but
you
only for
have
the
won on the
standard
obscure ones today. Total win. Total
Yeah,
win for you, Board King.
I was like looking at that like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, wow, because Annie randomly popped up on me, and I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that movie in ages. And I'm like looking at the cast. I'm like, I wonder what characters have been in Star Trek. And Larry Hankin was in Voyager. He was the one of the pool hustler people in one of the Voyager episodes.
My God, that is obscure.
And then
I'm sorry, per hostel, that narrows it down like none, not at all.
All right, I thought
it
I'd
was like
gotten
one
all
episode.
birds.
It was like one episode.
Missed a bird.
And then he was in a Next Generation episode
Oh my God.
as a wind dancer.
Oh, that is a major role. No wonder I
Yeah,
mean,
I know.
It's shocking
It was
that I didn't
like I
remember
said,
him.
it was like a tiny role he played.
All right, we're gonna cheat and go look at our accolades and see which one we missed. The big year, A Lonely Rock. I missed the rock one. Gosh darn it! I knew there was one back there. I knew it.
I used to know where all the accolade locations were.
Well, with the birds, you know, because you get around doing the rocks, and it's just like, what's one of these rocks? Let's see if the nervous vacationer is here yet. Nope. Is that her over there? Or is that
Nervous
just flowers?
Vacationer.
Yeah, there's one lady standing right here by the rope bridge. There's an accolade for talking to her. But she's
Tell
not
her to
always
jump.
there.
That's wrong to say.
No, we don't tell people that. I was looking at a, what is it, Angel Walk or Angel Rock out by you?
Oh, Angel's Landing?
Yeah, Angel's Landing, thank you. Yeah, I mean, no.
God,
no.
Nobody. I've
Nope,
done
nope,
that
nope.
like
Oh,
once
God,
or
no.
twice, and I
No.
hate it I am scared. I am frightened.
Maybe if I was on my hands and knees, I might be able
no,
to do it.
No. I was like, okay, so I've done that twice.
Oh,
just
my
to-
God.
And when I was crossing the chains, my legs were shaking, and I had to have my friend behind me to make sure that, like, because I told him, like, I'm deathly afraid of this. I'm deathly afraid. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
he's like, and he's like, just keep your eyes focused. I get to the Angel's Landing. I'm standing for like 5 seconds. My legs are shaking. I had to sit down. I do an Indian cross on the ground.
Yeah.
My legs are still shaking until I got back to Scouts Lookout. And
Yep.
I'm like, I got over there. I'm like, okay. I'm fine. I did not like that hike at all. It's probably one of the worst hikes you can do.
Yeah. Not for the faint of heart, I will tell you that. So this says A Lonely Rock. Is this A Lonely Rock or is that A Lonely Rock? Maybe that's A Lonely Rock.
So when are you going to be coming out here, Mom? So
That is an excellent question. I will be in Texas roughly in a month, and I'm going to be there for 3 days teaching a class. But I will not be in Vegas for the convention this year. But that aside, once I get done with teaching this class, my schedule for the rest of life is kind of open. If this class goes well, I'll be making regular trips to Texas like every 6 months. And at that point, I'll probably start taking the doggers with me.
Texas, I've been there once. I hated it.
Yeah, well, I'm going so far south in Texas that there is no more Texas. You run out of Texas where I'm at.
What part of Texas?
You go to the point where people start falling off the ledge.
Pretty much.
Which town in Texas? are you going
McAllen.
to? Oh, I don't.
It's actually not McAllen. Oh, Google it. Come on. Is this A Lonely Rock? Where's that lonely rock? I think I did that one already. Is there no bird around here?
Actually, I think I still have the. I don't think it's on this computer though. It's on one of my computers. I actually have a map route of all the stuff. I just don't know which file folder it's in.
I love that this says it's a lonely rock, but it doesn't tell you where a lonely rock is. Is this a
Hold on,
lonely rock or is that a lonely rock?
It's going to be a while if I find this. Let's see.
Well, that was lonely, but not lonely enough, apparently. Fine, we're going to Google the map.
I'm gonna have to rework my build on one of my ships because I can't turn it properly. I hate that because it was a good build.
Thought I got that one. Oh. Oh, I didn't get that one. Okay, I thought there was one over here and I missed it. Oh, that's an artifact. That's why. That one, that one, that one. Got those. Got that one. Did I get that one? That one.
Gotta have so
That
many
one,
folders in my
interesting.
computer. It's ridiculous.
Maybe I missed that one. Yeah, cleaning my computers is... It's on the list of things to do.
List of things. What? What are you talking about? What?
Don't you live on a list of things to do? Because I sure do.
Yeah, I get up, go to work, and I'm trying to and looking for my
Live.
will to live.
Well, the power board race is going on, the biathlon. There it is. I think that's the last one. Is this the last one? Am I going to get my accolade for this? Maybe not. Nope, it's still showing as a lonely rock. Okay.
Why
Think
are
I
you
got that
flying over a volcano?
Yeah, well, that's on there too. I think I got that one. Maybe it's that one then that I missed. Fine.
What, the tallest mountain or
No,
flying
no,
over
a lonely
volcano?
rock. A lonely rock is one of the rocks.
Which one?
If I
Only one.
knew I would be there, wouldn't I? So I'm going to all the ones that are just rocks. Yes, I am cheating.
I think I might know
You're
which one
fine
that
with
one is.
cheating this way, but you won't give yourself favors for this character.
Well, this is just doing the accolade while I'm waiting for another way to get favors. So I will go do flying high and the sand thingies again in a moment, sandcastles. But I can't
need
do
a
the
million,
races.
I need like over 1,000 favors so I can get a better thing. This thing's so
Which
slow.
thing?
Do you want to hang on a second? I can
Floater.
go pull that account up and send you some.
That should be good.
Okay.
I like to complain, you know that.
Well, tomorrow one of the prizes we're giving out is some of the Mom's Stash. Yay, I got the flying over volcano.
I think the Lonely Rock is this island to the west.
I'm thinking it's this one to the northeast. I thought it was the one to the west too. I just went there, and there is a bird there.
Burb.
Bird, bird, bird.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
Nope. Don't do it.
You know we're going to.
Okay, now where's this bird?
Nope. Don't do it.
Where's the
There
bird?
it is. There's a bird right there. Let's see.
I don't see a bird over here.
Well, where are you?
The island on the west.
West.
Do it.
The
I'm
island
Dalton,
on
is
the
that you?
west, where it's just an island and there's nothing else there.
Yeah.
No, there's no bird there. There is a bird on that little
Oh.
island to the northwest.
I know about that one.
I did post the map in hints and tips for those of you who want to look at it.
I wanted to say wee-woo, but then I remembered no one else was playing with me, so just refrained
Yep.
myself.
Wee woo. Did I get it?
Second.
Come on, tell me
I got it.
No, that still isn't a lonely rock. What the heck?
What kind of a lonely rock are you really looking for?
I don't know. It just says it's a lonely rock.
Oh, that's not helpful.
No, it's not helpful.
Lonely rock can be literally anything.
Yeah, I know, because they don't give you better definitions of what defines a lonely rock.
Yeah. It doesn't say whether it's outside, inside, maybe in the cave, maybe under.
Oh no, it's not the cave. I'm going around this. I went to that one. I wonder if it's this one over here that I kind of ignored. Could be the one I ignored.
No.
But I don't think it's lonely because
got-
it's got sand there, and therefore it's not lonely. It's connected to the others. It's made relationships.
What? I got a connection here.
Okay.
What do Star Trek The Next Generation, Moonwalker, and the Paula Abdul video Straight Up have in common?
Wow. That's a stretch.
Yeah.
What's Moonwalker?
Moonwalker's a James Bond movie.
I have
No,
no.
no.
Oh, not that one?
No. Moonwalker. That's Michael Jackson.
Oh, that I would have
Oh.
no idea. I've never
That's
seen
Moonwalk.
And what Star Trek did you say?
Star Trek The Next Generation.
Did he have Moonwalker, or did he just have Moonwalk as a move? Because that's a
He had a
different
Moonwalk
thing.
as a move. I don't know
it
about
sounds like a
Moonwalker.
thing.
I got it! I got the accolade. So that is the lonely one.
Where was that one?
Which one was it?
It is the north side of the island. Opposite Sovak's camp, there is a rock with basically no trees or anything on it. And on the east side of that rock, there is a bird. That is a lonely rock.
Okay, I'll give a hint.
Yeah.
She ended up dating the voice of a stuffed bunny.
Where?
Huh?
Huh?
She ended up dating the voice of a stuffed bunny. They were
Oh,
actually
Moonwalker
engaged.
is a Michael Jackson thing. Moonwalker is a 1988 American experimental anthology musical film starring Joe Pesci,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
Yes.
yes. Kelly Parker, Sean Ono Lennon, Sindera Che. Nikki Cox is in it. Is that who we're talking about?
Oh,
Yes.
Wow.
oh,
The
yeah,
only
she's
name I can even
the-
vaguely identify.
yeah, she played
So-
in Pen Pals.
Oh, she was the little girl?
She's Sarjenka.
Wow.
And she's also a dancer in the Paula Abdul Straight Up video.
Wow.
And she dated Bobcat, who was voicing the Mr. Floppy while she was
Wait, Bobcat
still...
Goldthwait?
Goldthwait.
Yeah,
Goldthwait.
Yeah.
yeah. When he was voicing Mr. Floppy and she was
Who's
playing
Mr.
a teenager
Floppy?
on
I don't
the
know.
show Unhappily Ever After.
Wow. Yeah, no.
So basically, the parents get divorced, and the dad gets a stuffed bunny from his young daughter, I think it was. And he sits on a couch in the basement with, like, the stuffed bunny starts talking to him because he's probably going insane. And the bunny's voiced by Bobcat.
Wow.
And Nikki Cox plays his oldest daughter. who's
Okay.
Just drop dead gorgeous in that. And she actually got engaged to Bobcat.
Well, yeah, if you're gorgeous and you work with somebody, that kind of weird stuff happens.
Yeah, with a 19-year age difference.
Worse things have happened.
True, true. At least she was of consenting age.
Yeah, that's always important. Legal majority is a thing. Shoo,
Yeah.
you glow bug. Shoo, shoo, go away. Shoo.
But she's the girl with the red beret in
For a
the
limited time only,
uh,
we'll be awarding bonus favors to
bad
anyone who comes
section of
collectible artifacts.
Moonwalker,
Wow.
where the kid who plays a young childlike Michael Jackson doing the bad video, he's actually Rufio in Hook. Yeah.
So many
Oh.
things I have no awareness of. I was trying to play Jeopardy when it was on a couple of weeks ago on TV. Anything old, scientific, factually based, I'm pretty good. And then they get into modern stuff and sports, and it's like, nope. No, I don't have a clue. No idea.
Yeah, pre 2000, I know everything. After 2000, I don't know nothing.
Yep, I am an idiot.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of how can I
All right, let's go.
Most categories on TV shows in my country, I could easily participate in. And then they come up with the category of putting names to faces, and they show a bunch. They show a bunch of famous Dutch people that I have no idea who those are. Yet I know all their songs and like things. It's just
Where the heck am I?
when they start like trying to put the face to the politician or to the singer, I have no idea about my own country
Oh, yeah.
for the most part.
Yep.
But
Every now and then, when I was working at a place, we would have famous people come in to promote our business. And a lot of times they said local sports players, nationally known, but I have no clue. They'd go, "Hi, I'm so and so from the such and such team," and I'd be like, "Okay, thanks." And they're like, "You don't know who I am." No, I'm sorry. Don't do sports. Don't do any of that stuff. Okay. But I'm sure everybody here knows who you are except me. Just acknowledge I'm an idiot.
no, you're not.
Well, when it comes
You
to
have a
that kind of
life.
stuff.
You have a life, which means you only have room for so much in it.
you found it. Quick,
Yeah.
dig it up and bring it
Very
back to me.
limited space. So this gets kind of tough when you're playing all by yourself.
Well done. How can I
Let's see, we're up to 451. Wow, we're getting there. But there's a lot you have to crank out and do here to make any money. Where are we? We have a dance off in 13 minutes. I just finished that. I've got time for one more flying high before the salvage. How else can you make money here? I don't
Money
have
or
a board.
favors?
Do I get a cheap board?
So
I got a
favors, not
cheap
money.
board. I
You
got the future flyer.
Yeah, this account doesn't have that one. How much?
Oops, hold on.
I'm trying not to use anything from the shared accounts. So let's go pick up another flying high. So when you have multiple accounts, it gets really easy to make money fast. When you have one tune on a single account, much more difficult.
Get out there and fly.
So we got another flying high
Get
there.
out there and fly. Time.
Let's see. Can't do another one of those for a while. So we will have to wait for the dance party. So what other accolades are there here? I've done the rope bridge one. I don't
Go through
think.
the cave.
Oh, you know what? Pavel. You don't get anything for it, but I could do Pavel. If he's here, I assume he's here.
You do.
Well, you get an
do
accolade
get
for
a-
Pavel.
Yeah.
Right?
When you
Okay.
when you complete them all.
Right, and you get all the titles in between. And then there's still a few more things I've done. The rooftop, but I haven't done the towers.
Enjoying the view of the harbor?
Did you go through the cave?
I did go through the cave, but I didn't get anything for going through it. I don't think I went. Maybe I didn't go through it. Hang on. We will do this
Go
flying
through the
high.
right cave.
There's only one cave, really. Am I wrong? Did the water cave used to connect to something else?
Yeah, a lot of like not suited for Twitch content.
Oh. Well, I always thought there was another entrance to the water cave.
Now the
You
caves
got
on
the
Rise.
you got the acolyte for going underneath the arch, right?
Yeah, I got that one when I was doing flying high. I touched down on the mountaintop. I touched down on the top of this hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah, right here. If you touch down on the top of the resort, there's an accolade.
Yeah, just the resort, not the hotel. It's not a
It's
hotel.
a hotel. Come on.
It's a not. It's
Don't
not. It's
kid
no,
yourself. It's a hotel.
I
It
cannot
looks
rent
like
a
it's
room,
the
so it's not a
hotel.
hotel.
I still think that would be brilliant. You go in, you check in, you go to the elevator, and it takes you to another map where you have your own hotel room.
The hotel room should cost you something.
Yes, and it should cost
to
you
rent.
something. Like 100 favors or something, or 1,000 favors to rent a hotel
No,
room.
energy credit.
No,
Just energy credit.
use your favors. Keep it consistent. Everything else here costs favors.
Well, not everyone has favors until you get to the resort.
No, but
Well,
the
yeah, that's
hotel
it. You,
seems to also be booked ahead of time, so you pay in energy credit, most probably.
I'd be willing to do it because that'd be fun.
100 energy credit, nothing big. Just
That's
you
like
know,
Holiday Inn. We need to go a little bit better. Marriott at least
Just-
150.
just to access the elevator and go up.
And for every 24 hours you spend there, it gives you something, a beverage and a free breakfast item. You
No,
get
if
a coffee
you
and
actually-
a egg white burrito, which is the most god-awful thought ever. Ugh.
Actually, it should just give you like 5 favors if you spend an hour in the hotel room.
There you go. Satalia says the lady who wouldn't speak to you earlier would be waiting for you in your rented room. That is so wrong, Satalia. I like your way of thinking. Lady who used to talk to you about seeking Shemaharon doesn't talk to us anymore. Prude.
Wait, they took that out?
Yep. She just stands there.
Oh, that
That dialogue box she had.
Get out there and fly. Time's wasting.
wow.
I've got 501. Do I look at a
I-
cheap board or what?
Nah.
Yeah?
Go do the dance
Oh, I
off.
wanna go do the
Get
dance
some
off.
more.
Let's see. What have I got for accolades? What's it called? Master Relaxer? Okay, Master Relaxer. So, I still need to practice the Makbara with the Klingon. And I'm Klingon. Observe an
Land on the
argument.
lighthouses, both of them.
And become a secret commander. Oh, Pavel. So we got to do Pavel. We have 7 minutes till the dance party. Let's go find Pavel. I know where he usually is at this time of day.
I used to remember where all his hiding spots were.
Oh, I still do. Okay, Pavel, where are you? There he is.
Pavel's always on the beach on the south.
I can't even remember doing this, but I've already completed all the accolades here. So I must have.
You must have. Let's see. Let's go back into
Could be you
that.
ran me through this like 6 years ago.
Okay, Pavel says, I'm going to a special place on the island, hint, hint. See if you can find me there. Here's a hint. You'll find me past that which always, in the den of that which once lived. Got it? Good. Okay, yes, I know where that one is.
The cave.
Yeah, I know it's the cave.
I just don't remember where the cave is.
Oh, this is the volcano cave. So if you go in through the rope bridge. Satalia, I keep calling you Saf because you both dare to have S's in your names. Pavel was waiting for you in the rented. Saftalia, great. Pavel's waiting in the rented room. Oh God, that's so bad. Thank you. There it is. There's the nervous person. Now she's here. Talk to nervous vacationer. I made it all the way here, but the bridge is terrifying to cross. Maybe I should go back.
Heck,
Yep,
no.
that would be me at Angel's Landing.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, nope. So there he is. There's
What?
Pavel. Hi, Pavel. I found you. There he is. Okay, next time. Up! Catch me if two can. So that's the first Pavel. There's the doggers going through the cave now. To the back of the cave.
I found a Neverwinter map. Which doesn't help us.
No, not really. Let's see.
I don't know.
Now there's a second cave down here, which is in the episode either Sunrise or Stormbound. I don't remember which one when we come down here with Caldano.
Huh?
But you come down and you land at this beach over here.
I think that is the cave.
It is the cave.
You have to go way in the back, I believe, if I remember correctly.
I think we have to come here with Pavel for one too, don't we?
No.
No? There's people hanging out down here. Now, was this flooded in the episode, or was it just dry sand? It might have been just dry sand. Okay. There's one of those Mugato creaturey things.
Oh, okay.
I have dogs.
I can see where you might be in trouble
Me?
on Angel's Landing.
Yeah, no. No.
I'm like, I need to Google that. And I'm getting some pictures and I'm like,
Yeah, no.
I guess
Yeah, no.
I guess you gotta
I
be
won't.
real sure-footed.
You gotta have, yeah. That's all I can say is yeah.
You gotta be real sure-footed.
And that's the area where I live.
I do it. But yeah. Okay, say.
I
I'm
don't like
kind
this
of
one is.
like, meh, whatever.
Did you find Pavel?
I found Pavel in the cave. Now I'm going over to Pavel under the arch. And then I have to go start the dance party.
One of my first jobs ever was actually building scaffolding up so that a building could be constructed within it. So I had to actually add the railing for people to hold on to.
Yeah. So
That-
I worked on our safety manual at my last job. They had a safety manual. They had multiple safety manuals, and my goal was to put it all into one document. And I'm reading through it on the levels of safety they wanted people to observe there. They were very good about it. I mean, it was great, but it's like, if you're going to build that, you must do this. You must be chained to this. You cannot bypass these. You must wear that. You must wear this. You have to have all your security stuff tested at least twice before you attach to this. And I'm like, ooh. And we still had people get hurt. But it was usually by stupid. Not because they're lazy, not because they didn't follow things. Somebody was climbing up a ladder, slipped because there was some water on something and fell down. You know, that kind of stupid. There's no way you could foresee that. Hi, Pavel. I found you
Yeah.
again. All right, I'm going
Now,
off to the dance party.
There was actually no mandate for being firmly chained or attached. I was just expected to put that stuff up.
The times, they have changed, at least here.
Oh yeah. I mean, this was 98,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
by then safety was starting to become like
yeah.
a very like important topic. I'm pretty sure nowadays there's safety gear you have to have on, and
Oh yeah.
like yeah. Especially at those heights, because like we're talking about building scaffolding for small skyscrapers. You know, nothing New York skyline, but quite some floors. But you know, the building's not there yet.
We're still at
So
5:01, so not bad. For hour and a half we've been playing, and we've made 501 favors. That's not bad. If you play all day, you'd have
well, if you
more
play twice as long, you'd have a board.
or a better floater.
Well, I'd suggest a board because then you have a board and a floater and you can still do the biathlon.
Right, but the biathlon doesn't pay you very much, and you have to make sure you complete it successfully. So if you get a meh board, you can still do it. You're going to play it slower. You're not going to win, but you're definitely going to get at least 15 favors out of it.
But you also get the board race.
Right.
So you just have more to do, which equates in getting more
Okay.
favors after.
Well, then what would be the reason to not get like a 500 favor board?
1,000 favor board can make you that first place at the race.
Yeah, but it also increases because of the ability to go off the map more readily because it's faster and less controllable. It means your odds of losing are slightly higher. Good evening, Sav. Good afternoon, Sav.
I thought there was like an accolade or a title tied to winning the race.
There is,
several times.
Right.
Yeah. So a good board to win the race on a quiet map.
Yeah, that's true. You could pick a poorly attended map.
Still want a good board in case you have some competition.
So we need to play another. Oh, the fireworks just went off, so I got another accolade. There's the fireworks.
There you go.
Okay. I didn't see them. I still think tomorrow somebody needs to bring a balloon gun and we can play soccer.
Just dance.
Well, I'm going to call it a day because I got to get ready for work.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, bummer. By the way, hi, Sav.
I'll see y'all later.
We will hopefully talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, hopefully.
Yeah.
Go have some fun. Of course, then the first thing I could buy would be a new outfit because, gosh darn it, all that leather and this heat, it's got to be toasty warm.
Just dance.
And you really want to earn it yourself.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, I could just send myself tens of thousands if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, not favors. I mean, like, literally just some energy credit and buying a swimsuit off the exchange.
I have 38,000 EC. Not going to be able to buy very much.
Okay, but just, you know, sending yourself the EC.
Right, but I could send myself the favors, too. I mean, I've got plenty of them.
True.
My whole point here...
Why waste?
Because it's been so
I
long
wouldn't
since I've done
waste-
this from scratch, I wanted to have some fun.
I wouldn't waste favors on a costume piece, though. I still prefer to buy that with EC, so I can use the favors for other stuff, like the kit frame for ground to upgrade, and, you know, the more impactful things.
Yeah,
all
but isn't
have
it
our
impossible to
preferences.
get some of the stuff without the favors? I think you kind of trade the cosmetics for it.
Sav!
Well,
Oh my god, Sav!
Well, the cosmetics can all
What?
be bought with energy credits.
They can be bought with favors, too. I mean, I'm not lacking for favors, except on this tune, because I want to play it through. I want to see what he can do. Just for one day of having fun. By the way,
Memes
everybody go
channel.
check the memes channel. Go look in the memes
what?
channel, everybody. Show your memes and videos.
Do the running man.
Still,
Oh boy.
Do
Oh.
the robot.
so typically Sov that means.
Yep. It's off. Thank you, Soph.
Well, I
Bringing
mean-
down that standard nice and low so we can all jump over it.
Do the sidestep.
As I said, we need to bring a balloon gun and we can play soccer tomorrow. Especially if we can get one of those giant balloons.
The two Wolverines kissing can never be, or the two Batmans kissing Wolverine mask can never be unseen.
I know, isn't it amazing?
Yep.
Technically, I suppose this would be more like playing billiards than it is soccer. Whoop! Don't leave the map, Mom.
Raise the roof.
Would we expect anything less from our resident provert? No, not at all.
Nope. That is a very good point. We
It
would
is.
not, in fact.
If you guys would drop me a choo-choo, I'd make some more money.
Do the sidestep. Do the snake. Do the leg kick.
What are we up to? Oh,
I really wish
17 more.
More commemorative encounters as TFOs.
Such as...
I don't know, like some of the skirmishes or like battles from the Cardassian conflict, the Dominion War.
So long as they don't change your
Um,
ship into something else, right?
Yeah, if I could be my ship and test it, like, you know, all the simulations, like when you're doing the Mars commemoration simulation, where your ship is your ship, but, you know, you're kind of like testing your ability to like redo it better, like, you know, that kind of stuff. As long as my ship could look like it is, I wouldn't mind it. Like if we could do Battle of Sector 001, but not from here, like we have Wolf 359, but like from First Contact, and like the entire sequence before the Enterprise arrives to save the day.
Wave your hand.
I don't know. There are a few.
No, I don't disagree. That could be a lot of fun. By the way, Sav adds, as Carlin would say, anyone whose life is anything other than pure entertainment is doing it all wrong.
Just dance.
So true.
So if my life is not entertainment, is it meaningless?
No. Unless
Like
it's...
I'm doing it wrong.
Dance club
Hey, what's the
style.
pointy thing that someone has over there?
Which pointy thing?
Well, they turned it off.
The shooty thing?
I don't know. It looked like she was holding a laser. and
Yeah,
it
it's
was
one of the
pointing as
guns,
she
but
was
I don't know
dancing.
which one it is. It might be the one that does the V'ger probes.
Dance club style.
That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Raise the roof.
Someone had some weird singularity floating above them. People have weird things they do in this
channel
game.
worse.
Oh god, no.
I think it's the same person that just launched a rocket and has a pink animal
Yeah, it's the same person.
rolling around. Yeah.
Do the leg kick.
Hang on, I'll go back to Memes channel here. Oh, God, jeez.
No, because you're worth
Ethan.
it. Oh.
Ethan, you're a bad person.
Why?
Those are very good.
The wharf one is
Yep, the wharf one's good.
pretty cheesy.
My God, Italia.
Cetalia. Did Cetalia post something?
Yeah, it's in spoiler. It's beneath the pictures.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, that one.
I like it better.
Do the leg kick.
What?
The terminology
the
is better.
lip-syncing? It is, but then you would never look at lip syncing ever again the same way.
Nope, I never will. It's ruined for me forever now.
Do the robot.
Oh, so it's already ruined. Okay.
Hmm.
I can still throw out some stuff out of my head. Ooh. Oh, I like.
What?
Wow, someone's running a friendship class, but they have a vanity shield, and oh my goodness, I think it's my new vanity shield for that ship. They're using the Lucari one, and you know what? I think in my head it's canon. That's how this ship looks like in reality. My goodness, it's gorgeous. Lucari normally gives you a little bit of like glowy bits.
Yes.
But they are all in all the right places on friendship class, and that looks so good. Holy hell!
Cetalia
Like
Natsov says, "Remember the Milli Vanilli lip syncing scandal?" Yes, I do.
I don't know what that was about.
Milli Vanilli was touted as this really great band and went out there, and turns out they were lip syncing. The thing that's really horrifying is they didn't know that everything was being done as lip syncing. They were almost as shocked as everybody else. They thought that they had been picked for their performances. They were not. They were
They
not.
thought they were singing. They weren't.
Well, they
aware
were
that
singing, but what they did is they took another pair of vocalists and went over everything.
Get out there and fly.
So much sadness for them. And they're kind of told, hey, you want the paycheck? This is how it's going to happen. So let's see. What do I have left to do? I need to dance on top of the 2 towers.
There we go. I had to mean more because I have to go.
You have to go?
Yes. I have to go to the store before it's too late.
It is too late. It's already closed for the day. Because they didn't
No, it
open today.
closes at 10.
Yeah, grocery stores aren't open today. Though I am told that a couple of stores are open today, which surprises me. Most of them are closed. The liquor store was open this morning, which really surprised me. But I guess a lot of people are doing parties, so probably shouldn't be that surprised.
So over here we found that a lot of stores, like grocery stores, big chains, right, can stay open because they usually like are capable of finding staff to
Sure.
to work
more
that day.
willing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like to them it's just another day because
Right.
they're not at all.
Don't
Like,
worry though.
yeah.
Well, with people from all around the world being able to travel and like settle somewhere else, they like some people. There are cultures that don't observe Christmas, they don't observe
sure.
Easter, and they will not like have. There's no point for them to be on that day just having a day off if they don't want to, and that's fair, and that should be allowed to. But
Yeah.
that should be really just something set like a rule rather than just being opportunistic about it with companies. Like, we have this stupid thing that all of our holidays and bank holidays require to everything be closed down. Like, unless you were the owner of a store, which, you know, for a big chain, there isn't like an owner of a store. A big chain is part of something bigger. So they won't do that. But like smaller stores and liquor stores, or the equivalent, will be open because, you know, there's a singular owner. This is a private thing, and
Sure.
they can be open whenever they want. But I just think it's very like unfair because they could still operate larger stores if they found enough people who are willing to work at that day. Like
There you go.
students, I know students will very often like start their working relationship on very unusual days like weekends and stuff, and they used to cover all the weekends like Sundays and Saturdays because they were studying during the week and they could cover all variety of shifts, so the stores could even be open longer. But around the first term of the previous government that came in, you know, the idiot right wings, they decided to close down everything on Sundays, and it's been out of debate ever since.
So in Illinois, where I used to live, they decided like 30 years ago that you could not buy or sell a car from a car dealership on Sundays. And their argument
What?
was, their argument was that way they'd all get a day off because otherwise it was unfair competition. So everybody'd be closed on the same day. And most of the buyers are like, we don't get to do that. And then they finally said, well, it's because they all work ridiculous hours, like 60, 70 hours a week. It gives them a day to be home with their families. Okay, fine. And I worked at a store.
It's a good argument, right? Like,
It's a valid argument, but my husband and I were working at a store when this came into law. And the guy came in to buy some stuff on Sunday. And Hubs, we weren't married at the time, said, oh, what do you do for a living? Well, I sell cars. And my husband's like, no, it's Sunday. You can't buy here. What? You're supposed to take the day off to be with your family. I can't buy a car today. You can't buy my stuff today. I thought, well, that's an interesting approach. He was not amused with not being able to buy a car on Sunday. And then they said, well, everybody will just go to to Indiana or to Wisconsin to buy cars, which is also valid. So Wisconsin and Indiana both decided to not sell cars on Sundays.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Wow. Wow, Satalia.
What did she do?
Wow.
Where'd she put it?
Yeah, the meme channel's been a little active.
Oh yeah,
What?
you'd put that one up the other day, Satalia. She's got another one up in the meme channel. Good evening, Queen
God.
Elizabeth. Welcome, Your Royal Highness.
I had a few
And that was
that I
nice.
added to.
I read it the first time. I was like, "Oh, thank goodness for the comma there."
Yeah.
And it was like, and then I read the next one. And it was
Yep.
like, "Oh,
Yes. I think we were kind of talking about that the other day. It's the difference between "Let's eat, Grandma" and "Let's eat, Grandma."
we were.
So
Let's eat Grandma.
Queen
I'm
E.
hungry.
Yes, you had sent that to me before. Thank you. That was very, very wrong in so many ways, Satalia, and I appreciate it. So, Queen Elizabeth, I hope you're appreciating American Treason Day today.
LOL."
As we protest our English overlords and do whatever the heck we want to do. What have we got? We got a Horgon hunt in 4 minutes, but I bet you I can do another
Give it up
Popple.
250 years, or like 280 years, and I think the experiment is over.
I know you are Queen Elizabeth. I'm just giving you grief because it's a great name.
Actually, my fleet leaders have their flagships that they're constantly testing their builds for DPS. Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, all of the queens. I kind of like
They're
that
all
approach.
great ships.
All of their ships are named that way, and they're really cool.
Well, let's see.
Queen Mary B, Queen Mary A.
Who is it?
like a new
Drunken
ship.
Heretic has Queen Anne's Revenge as his main ship. What am I going for? I'm going up here, aren't I? Yes. Satalia says, I call myself the new hotness.
I'm sure you do.
That's good. That's healthy to have attitudes and beliefs. Why is
So-
this person just standing here? Oh, they're just being a vacationer.
Anyone want a good Brysian luxury liner ship name?
Sure.
The Pacific Princess.
Well, no one will know in Risa what's Pacific.
It's not the point.
What is the point?
The
Or am I missing?
Pacific Princess.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
The Love Boat?
Oh, okay, yeah, no. I am... Again, a show I watched maybe once, and I'm not even going to say I watched it once.
Captain Stubing
Well,
versus
I-
the board.
Wasn't there a Saturday Night Live with Patrick Stewart as the captain of the Love Boat or something like that, or Star Trek meets Love Boat type crossover?
Yeah, they did something like
Yeah,
that.
I thought so.
I distinctly remember Patrick Stewart as Captain Stubing for a skit. That's something triggering a memory for me.
Or a nightmare.
I might have seen that.
Sav informs us that we can address her as your Meowjesty. And Satalia says she has her own love boat. Not going there, Satalia. TMI. I'm going to put my hands over my head and go la 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 la.
Well, that would have to go over your eyes and
And
that
over my
doesn't
ears.
make any sense.
The Love Boat intro while doing ISE.
I wonder if they're ever
Rising
gonna
luxury cruise.
remaster the Regent class template. That ship would look so freaking sexy today if it got a proper remaster.
Musin, if I could put the Love Boat theme on without hitting all kinds of copyright things, that would be fun. It's one reason all of my music videos, when I was making them, went in the private channel. You can see them, but they're not out there publicly.
A lot of
Yeah,
ideas, actually.
I remember when making those kinds of videos and then posting them on YouTube was no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, now it is.
It takes half the fun out of making content on YouTube.
Well, certain people do not have the issue. If you ever see a lot of the short videos with Valhalla Calling by Miracle of Sound, he puts it out there that you may use his music for your videos. No problem. Just send him a copy of it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's because people all want money out of it nowadays.
I will tell you, Miracle of Sound gets more play because he doesn't copyright his music. And he started touring again, which, if he ever comes to the States, I will go see him. If I ever am in Ireland when he's playing, I will go find him. I want to hunt Horgons.
Welcome to Risa.
Everyone's on Risa, aren't they?
It's party time on
'Cause I'm not
Risa.
getting- Well, the thing is, I'm trying to get a TFO and it's not popping.
It's also a holiday here, and people are starting to head out for holiday parties about now.
Oh, of course.
Because it's almost 2:30 here. Drunken Heretic! My next character is Elsa von Hootenmax. Great. Yeah, let's see if they don't 86 that one.
A what?
Elsa von Hootenmax.
The hell is that?
Well,
Yeah.
well endowed and the chest area, perhaps? You could go with Hootermax as being a little bit more obvious, but Hootenmax isn't bad. Not subtle. No, definitely not subtle.
Dude.
So for Snicks, I decided to see once if I could run all of the Horgon hunt instead of just walk it. The only place it comes really difficult is if you want to come out to this island past the pavilion, past the bar. You can climb up it. It is not particularly easy. I'll get 13 minutes. I've got time to do it. Because the water is shallow, you can run through the water. But I think there's only one way to get up to the top. But yes, if you don't have a floater at all, you can still do almost everything. Let's see. How did I get up here? Oops. There we go. No, no, no. Yeah, you have to roll up it. No, 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 no. Okay, let's see if there's a shallower angle here. Nope. That's going to be a steep climb. Nope, that's not going to happen. Okay. Yeah, if you can get over to that edge there, you could do it and come up here. That should be an accolade, trying to climb this thing.
It looks like it's possible.
It is. I've done it once. It's just not easy. Oh, come on. Where are you? There it is. Maybe on this side. I'll have to come back and try it again. But definitely if you stay to the main island, you can get them all. And for those of you just joining us, this is me attempting to do things on a budget. So I started with 0. We now have 660 favors. In
So that's
about 2 hours.
Rags to Riches Risa Star Trek Online Edition.
Well, it's more like rags to slightly nicer rags. Thank you very much.
Because that's a totally a playstyle in games like The Sims, for instance.
Oh yeah. Kind of in Dune to an extent. Because you start out with basically nothing and no knowledge.
Yeah, but that's the general gist how you do it. But like,
well, if you have multiple tunes, this becomes so much easier because you jump between tunes and everybody does everything. So, you know, where it's taken me 2 hours to accumulate 600 favors. With 10 tunes, that becomes 6,000 favors. Because every time I'm going off to find Pavel, or I'm doing the accolades or something, or I can combine all my money and buy better floaters. So 2 or 3 would be doing 100 times better than I am. But you pool the money.
Yeah, and you keep switching and doing only specific things that give a lot of favors.
Right. Doing the artifacts
now
always.
the TFO pops when I'm in the middle of a patrol.
Well, take it. Just because it popped doesn't mean it's going to launch for a few minutes. Might be able to finish up the patrol.
That is a good point. We did wait for the ISA. What was it?
Oh, speaking of, it's
while.
Friday, right? Did we get a new TF Universal?
Was Gateway to Grathor?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Like,
I got all weekend to get that done.
Stop tractoring me.
I wonder if I can run it on 5
Here,
at once and
have
just get
that.
it done. Oh, was that? I got 10 Horgons. Woohoo! And the timing is perfect because I need to go make a phone call. I promised I'd call somebody today at 2:30, so I'm going to go take care of that. So the ending count here is we started out with 0. We ended with 751 plus the 50 we spent on a floater. So without doing anything really complicated, you can do 400 an hour on average. So to get yourself a really nice floater, if I played one more hour, I would have enough to buy a better floater. That's all there is to it. We have to do Atomic Eden sometime. How do you want to do that, Drunken Heretic? We can't do it on Twitch. I mean, we can't live stream it because it is copyrighted. But if there's a way to share it so we can all watch it and chat about it, that would be great. Board King only has superb memes, Natalia. Discord movie night. Yeah, let's do
That
it.
is-
a good one.
That
That's
is
so good.
so,
Hold on. Who's
so good.
what are we doing here?
That's a good one.
Yes, that one is good. Folks, if you're not in the strike group, show your memes and videos. Please go join it. It is excellent. It
Got
is
really
excellent.
good one today.
Right. Drunken Heretic, yeah, let's do it. Let's figure out a day and we will do Atomic Eden.
I read it in my head with Tuvok's voice, like, oh my god.
That is excellent. All right, everybody. Even though Unrift version is on Tubi, yeah, but the Rift ones are so fun. Okay, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I have to make a phone call, so I'm going to get out of here, everybody. On behalf of everybody here at Mom in the afternoon, we can make sure Frost is there, Drunken Heretic. That's just a matter of finding good night for him. I do talk to him, even though he's not always in game these days. And he has to be someplace tomorrow, I think, or he had to be someplace yesterday. I'm not sure which. Anyway, everyone, go play the game. We'll talk to you later. Have fun. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not going to be on tonight. I'm going to go watch fireworks and eat steak kebabs or something. Some food thing. Somebody else.
Enjoy.
Yes, I will. You guys enjoy too. We will see you tomorrow. Remember, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. That's Eastern Standard Time. And 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow. Also Eastern Standard Time. That gives me enough time to walk you, little lowly. And you guys, go have fun. Bye-bye.